Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose, and next to teaching yoga, I also love plants. And although I've been on an unofficial plant ban in the last few months, I did acquire some new plants and I wanted to share them with you in this houseplant haul. So these are the plants that I got ever since basically when I posted my houseplant haul last time, which was somewhere in July. So let's start with some small ones, and I'm keeping the coolest ones until last, even though that's not the chronological order. You ready? Starting us off slow. I got this adorable Philodendron Imperial Green baby. I actually bought a huge plant and gave it to the yoga studio that I teach at, and I kept the little baby. So this guy, I potted up in a small pot. It's created a few new leaves since I got it. As you can see, it's getting a little bit more light, I think, because the stems are becoming shorter for the leaves. And it's not super exciting, but I always wanted an imperial green or red plant. And this way I get to see it unfold without actually having one of the huge plants in my house. Next we have a plant that I received as a gift with an order that I placed a while back. This is a string of bananas. So far, I haven't been able to root it. I put it in here and it started to rot, and I cut off the rotting part and put it a little bit deeper in this pot, but it doesn't seem super healthy and I have no idea what's happening underneath the soil. So stay tuned for that. With that same order, I got this little plug plant, Alocasia Silver Dragon. And although this one doesn't look super fancy like my other one, its bigger brother, I know it's going to look like this in the future, and the bigger these leaves become, the more I love them actually. The lines on the back of the leaves are stunning, and this newest leaf that this bigger one put out for me is really starting to look more like a dragon scale alocasia, which is on my wish list, so I'm super excited about that. And once this guy is getting a little bit bigger, I might give it away because I'm trying to get rid of some plants. But that's a topic for another video. Ha! All right, next. We have either a fruit fly or fungus gnat problem in the house. So I bought a bunch of carnivorous plants to eat those. I have never had carnivorous plants before. Here are some of them. These apparently are called the Cape Sundew plants, or Drosera capensis. Good to know. I'm excited for them to eat all my bugs. So those are the little spritzy ones. And then I got this one, which is either an Alice or a spoon Drosera. I'm not quite sure. It's a little bit flatter. I figured it would eat more bugs because it has more surface. And I got another cute mini version of that as well that looks a little bit better because it was covered in plastic. So most of these plants were already eating lots of bugs in the garden center, and this little mini one wasn't. So it looks very pure and pristine. And it will be easier to tell if it actually ate some of my bugs or just already had its belly full with other bugs. And then the last one is this Butterwort, I think it's called. It looks adorable. I just really like the look of it. And apparently there's also the stickiness on the leaves, so it's going to eat the fruit flies as well, which you can see because there's already a few on there. Ooh, a few fresh ones as well. Well done, little one. And it's getting a little flower. Can't wait to see what it looks like blooming. Then I got myself a Hoya Carnosa Tricolor for €2 recently. I really liked this one because one part of it is pink and then the second part of it is white. I did find a few that were totally pink, but I preferred this look. But sadly, there is something, this one leaf has a weird pattern that I can't rub off or anything. I don't know if it's sick or if it's going to kill all my plants, if it's a disease or a bug problem. I have no idea. So I'm keeping this separate for now. If you know what this is, please let me know. I can't seem to figure it out just yet. So please help me so that my mini Hoya can join the rest of the family. Then I have two ferns. that I have a specific project in mind for, and we're actually going to do today. One is a Birdsnest fern or Asplenium nidus, and the other one I think is a Kangaroo fern or Microsorum pustulatum. That sounds disgusting. I want to pot these guys up in 2 little glass bits that I have over there. I picked them specifically for a darker corner of my house that doesn't have any plants in it yet. So let's go do that. I'm going to pot up into these 2 glass thingies. I want them to go in a way that kind of makes them visible. I want to see the bird's nest instead of just the side. So I'm going to try to make that happen. I have, because I don't want to piss my boyfriend off, a tray so I don't make a mess. And then I have 2 different kinds of soil. This one is just, actually, it's garden soil, and it says specifically on the package to not use it for any pots. I don't know why. If you do, please tell me. And then here I have garden turf, which is perfect for ferns because it can help the soil become a little bit more acidic, and ferns apparently like that. So that's why I got this out. I might mix them together. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Yeah, I'm going for it. I don't think pure turf would be good for them, so that's why I'm mixing. I like to get my hands dirty. Basically, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just doing it. That's the way I work. Kind of want the soil to be diagonal so that the plant will also be diagonal. I don't know how that will go with watering, but I'll figure it out. So organized, you guys. Okay, let's get the first one. This little Asplenium. That looks pretty cool. Now I need to get some soil on the top to cover it. How do you get in there? There's no way to get in there. But I think this is okay. Are you happy? Little Asplenium. I think you look cool. Let's try the other one. If you're just here for a houseplant haul, I'm sorry to pop this in on you. But we're all planty people, so I'm sure you appreciate the little experiment. Find the direction that it looks the coolest in, I think with the 2 big ones facing sideways. Yeah, that's it. Clean up. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. So, now that that's done, let's look at the last few plants. I just realized I completely forgot to tell you about these new plant babies. So I'm popping in here, very unprofessional, to show you these. I bought these a while back. They are 2 ferns and 1 calathea that I potted up in this little holder that I think looks adorable. So we have an Asplenium fern over here, Birdsnest fern, that's starting to put out new little babies. It's adorable. Then there is a Maidenhair Fern over here that looks a little bit dried out, to be honest, but still really soft and beautiful. I was wondering if that would survive in here with the Calathea Mosaica, which was one of my wish list plants for a while. I found it in the Bambino section, so in the mini plants section, super cheap, and the leaves weren't looking great. So the older leaves, as you can see, are a little bit damaged. But there is a lot of new growth, lots of new mini Mosaica leaves, some rotted parts that we're just gonna ignore. I feel so much like Amanda Plantarina right now. It's awesome. I love her. I created this little set. I hope they would do well together. I feel like the Calathea might be taking over now a little bit more than the 2 ferns. So I might have to reset this thing. But for now, I'm really happy about it. What do you think? These are my 3 favorites at the moment. Shh, don't tell anyone else. And let's start with Jane. You may have seen her already on my Instagram page. I created a planty Instagram page, by the way. The handle is plantwithroos, R-O-O-S. So if you're interested, check that out. This was actually 3 plants that I put together in a pot because I didn't know how they were going to do. And they were so cheap. I bought them at the Intratuin, which is one of our big garden centers. And they were, I think, €7 per plant. I did notice that mine aren't as white as the ones they have in the shop right now, so I put it a little bit closer to the window. So that's Jane. Let's put her over here. Then we have Berry. Oh yeah! Named after Berry White, because half of its leaves are completely white. I bought this online from Bloosom, and it is a top cutting, so that means that it is the end of the plant. There is a little new leaf already formed in here. I'm just hoping it will root because I've been having some issues with it. It started to rot a while back. I removed all the rot, took it out of water and put it in moss, but I actually see mold. So let's get it out and have a look. This is not looking good. Oh no. Oh no. There is lots of mold on the roots. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be that way. Oh no, I remember. I'm such an idiot. Okay, this is rooting hormone that I dipped the roots in, but as you can maybe see, nothing has happened yet. So it's kind of a waiting game, which I'm not very good at, to be honest. But check out this cutting. It's got a big stem and 2 aerial roots over here. And then we have the beginning leaf that's on this side. I hope it's gonna come out at one point. And then 3 big leaves. The oldest one has the least cool variegation, more like Thai constellation looking. The second one is beautifully kind of half moon-like, split into dark and light. And then the newest one as well is about 1/3 white and the rest is green. The seller told me actually that this is not called either a Thai constellation or an elbow borsigiana, but a Monstera deliciosa variegata. Have you heard of that before? She said it is a kind that is a little bit easier to grow than the other 2 and that creates bigger leaves. But I never heard of it before she told me. So I'm wondering if you've heard this before. We're going to pop this guy back into his moss. I'm actually holding him on an old-fashioned water bottle to keep it a little bit warmer because I heard that warmth is good to create new roots. I ordered some heat pads that are on the way, but that probably will take a little while. Another cool story to come soon. Berry is going to get a brother named Ferry, variegated by itself. Pretty cool story. I'll make a separate video about that when I get it. Last plant, and this is my absolute favorite. So, meet Caspar, the Florida ghost. Ah! I'll take him out so you can see it better. I actually won this plant on an Instagram giveaway, and this leaf was just unfolded when I got it. Right now, finally, I've waited so long. Finally, the second leaf is unfolding. It is taking all my power to not help it unfold because I know that's going to just mess it up. And it looks beautifully white. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. The petiole is nice and pink, and there's already the little stem of the next leaf coming out as well. So that's super exciting. I named him Caspar because, of course, Caspar the ghost. And I might, once this leaf has unfolded, try and put some cakey paste on this little node over here that looks like it might want to be activated. It's already looking a little bit awake. I'm surprised by the huge difference in leaf size in this one. The mini leaves it had already are truly mini compared to that one leaf that it came with. I won it from this shop called Aardewerk, and I wonder if they took such good care of it that this leaf became so much bigger than the other ones. I can't wait to show you this unfolded leaf. It will be so nice and white compared to the minty green of the newer leaf and the green of the older leaves. Yeah, I love him. Casper, the ghost. I also wanted to show you some new growth that I found in different plants. I'm surprised because autumn is coming here and there's a lot less light. There's a lot of rain at the moment and it's cooling down quite quickly. But some of my plants have surprisingly finally created new leaves. So let's have a wander around the house and look at some of those. And I have to tell you the plants that are now deceased. Mimi, that I actually got in my last haul, she dried out pretty badly. And then I noticed some webbing on her little stems and thorns. So I threw her out. I was worried it was a pest and it didn't have any leaves anymore that were the mimosa style moving leaves. So I just threw her out. Sorry, Mimi, rest in peace. And then Claire, my Clarinervium, isn't doing very well at all. I'll get her, let me show you. So remember what Claire looked like in the last video? Yeah, this is what's left. 2 leaves that look kind of burnt. It looked like sunburn, but she's about 3 meters away from the window with my Strelitzia blocking all the direct sunlight. I noticed she was dying, so I asked some advice from my friends and moved her into Lica, passive hydroponics it's called. So there's no water touching her roots, but it's underneath, so she can use capillary action to pull it up when she needs it. There was a new leaf developing, but it actually wasn't a leaf. It was a flower, an inflorescence. So I cut that off. I do notice right now that there is something here unfolding, maybe. I hope it's a new leaf. I love this plant so much. If she's not getting better anytime soon, I might buy another one because she is so pretty. And actually, there was another plant in there, but that just doesn't have any leaves anymore, just roots. And I put it in a separate pot because the roots are actually pretty big on her. This is her little baby version. The roots go all the way back to down here, but there's nothing on the top. No leaves, no signs of growth. It looks a little bit shiny because I put some cakey paste on there to hope that it brings a bit more growth. Now on to the new leaves. My Alocasia Pink Dragon is finally putting out a new leaf. I can already see the green of the leaf, so it's really, really tempting to help it out, but I'm not gonna. That's really exciting. My Black Velvet Alocasia put out another leaf, and oh my god, this is the leaf that I'm currently in love with the most, apart from, of course, Casper's new white leaf. But this velvet, it looks so shiny and beautiful. I kind of just want to touch it the whole day. Yeah, I think I named this guy, but I forgot. Then we have Arend, my Monstera, who I cut up a little while back. That's finally putting out a new leaf, and it's actually a leaf, not just a little pointy thing. So that's really exciting. And my Strelitzia over here is finally putting out a new pointy thing that's going to be a leaf. It's the first new leaf it's created since being here, so I can't wait to see what it looks like. And then last but not least, my fiddly fig Viola, which kind of seemed to be in dormancy already, put out 2 new leaves within a week, I think. It seems like the first new leaf was kind of maybe damaged or held back slightly, because as soon as it opened, another leaf came out after it. As you can see, the older leaves are huge compared to the mini ones, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. So that is it for this haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which plant you like best. If you have any favorites, like I do. I've filmed quite a lot of footage recently with my new phone. So apart from my Wednesday videos that will mostly be about yoga and body positivity, I've decided to post planty videos every weekend. So check in with this channel every weekend and you'll see some planty videos coming your way. You can also look at the title. It will either say Plant with Rose or a Yoga with Rose. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. I love you, babies. I'm so happy to own you.